All right, y'all. Y'all might think I'm crazy, and I am a little crazy. If you're in here, and this is the the Challenge to 40 group, can you give me an amen or something? I want to know I'm talking to the right people. You want to know why? Because full disclosure, I just did a live as Sean Blocker, and I spent about 12 minutes doing a live to my friends and family, and it wasn't you lovely people. Okay, so first of all, guys, I just need to say sorry that I'm late. I just did an entire live video, and I'm going to post that video that I just did in this group. But you know what? I was going to talk to y'all for 30 minutes anyway, so hopefully you're alive and well. I'm going to repeat some of the same things because it was so good, and I had so many things to tell you. But before I continue, I have to let you guys know I have baby brain. It is crazy. Like, I'm seeing things that I've never seen before. I'm seeing 5 of things. My eyes are blurry. But you know what? It's part of that life. Anyway, welcome. And the first thing I want to say to all of you who joined this group is not thank you, but congratulations. Not congratulations for joining my group. Like I say in my book, congratulations. And some people might be like, for what? And I'm saying congratulations for making it this far. And in my book, I say congratulations for what? For making it to page 1? No, for literally opening a new chapter in your life. Some of you may be doing 80-day obsession, and I don't want you to stop, because this group is not just about the workout. This group is for darn sure not about a before and after photo. This group is not about necessarily weight loss. This group is about every ingredient that goes into living your best life. So there is an ingredient to living your best life of weight loss. There is an ingredient of, trusting and believing in who you are. There are a lot of ingredients that go into living your best life. And so, yes, we have goals. We have aspirations. We've all overcome barriers in our life. But you want to know what's so incredibly amazing? You're the only person that lived your life. And you're the only person that can keep going. Because I can't do it for you, and neither can the person to the left or the right. But if you make the choice to do something and be as great as you can every step of the way, success is inevitable, because success comes in steps. In the other video that I did, I talked about the whole yo-yo thing. Some people might be in here because they're like, a yo-yo diet, or yo-yo date, or yo-yo bank account, where you try to save money and then you spend it all. And I said, don't treat your life like a toy. A yo-yo is a toy, people. A yo-yo is something that goes up and down, and it's like, oh my God, can I do this? Your life is not a toy. Your life is what you want to make of it. And so this group is about living in the best way that you know how. So welcome. Welcome and congratulations. And now I'll say thank you for joining the group, because thank you for trusting. Some of you have done my workout. Some of you have read my book. Some of you may not even know who I am. But thank you for trusting me to help you through the process of having sustainable results. And in order to have sustainable results, you have to have sustainable thoughts. That means getting rid of the negativity in your mind. And really it comes down to knowing when it creeps up. Let me tell you something. I was on a plane today, and I knew Silas was going to start acting crazy, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was just like, just think positive. Like, just trust yourself. It's your son. You know what he needs to calm him down. And so the minute I relaxed, he relaxed, and it was brilliant. And so that's what I say to you. When you start going in your mind and start getting crazy and start being doubtful, relax. Lower your heart rate. You want to make your heart rate faster, like we did on that fit test today. But in life, relax. Lower your heart rate. Guess what? A second is always going to be a second. A second, tick-tock, is always going to be a second. So the thing is, you can't rush results, and you can't rush your life. So the best way to make sustainable results happen, and the best way to live your best life, is to literally live in the moment. And that's what people say, to live in the moment. Live in the moment. Because a moment's not going faster, you know? I mean, we do have things called a leap year, and I wish they didn't exist. And I also wish that daylight saving times didn't exist. Why do I have to like go an hour ahead and an hour back? You want to know why? Because you're not changing the amount of time that you can think. You're not changing the amount of time that you can be proactive. And so that's what I want you to do for your life. I don't want you to rush results ever again. Because if you don't rush results, then you can enjoy the process. And when you can enjoy the process, when you eventually get to that whatever goal or that next step that you have, guess what? You have literally enjoyed the process, enjoyed every second, lived in every second, be it great moments and not so great moments. And you have connected to the moments, because when we try to rush results, guess what? We rush our life. And guess what? When we rush results, we actually do damage to our psyche, because there are a lot of great things that happen when you're actually going through a process. When I got on the treadmill 20 years ago, when I got on the treadmill after I had gained 50 pounds, the one thing I said to myself is, I'm not going to rush these results. And yes, there were times when I was like, oh gosh, like I really want this to happen. But you know what? I really want this to happen faster. But you know what I did? I said, just enjoy the process. And that's why I started dancing, because I was like, I just need to enjoy this process. So enjoy the process. Enjoy every step. If you're like, oh my gosh, I gained a pound. First of all, I don't want you to weigh yourself every day. But if you gained a pound, I want you to be like, well, how much water did I drink? And did I go to the bathroom? Right? Because if I find out how much water I drank, or when's the last time I went to the bathroom, then it'll take my mind off of the fact that, like, oh my gosh, I gained a pound of fat, right? You might just got a little extra water and a little extra, right? So you have to change your mindset, because there's so many things happening in your body and in your mind that if you just change your mindset, you won't yo-yo, and you won't treat yourself like a toy. So it is prep week, and today's prep, I know it's late. Today's prep was the fit test, y'all. Today's prep was the fit test. It was, if you didn't do the fit test, I have another little mindset thing for you. But if you did the fit test, it is literally the feeling. It's about how hard you can go, how hard you can push. Notice in the fit test, it didn't say weigh yourself first and write down everything you ate and then do the workout. It said just go. And I didn't say compare yourself to Shaun T. It's about you. It's about you comparing yourself to you. Listen, I said this in the earlier chat that I did that wasn't for y'all. But if you rewind your life 10 years ago and just rewalk your runway, right? Your roadmap, you're going to see these amazing things that you did that were great, things that you did that weren't great. And guess what? If you can connect to all of it, the good and the bad. But if you actually write down all the great things you did to get you where you are today, no matter whether it was a struggle or not, guess what, y'all? You have all of these amazing tools that's going to help propel you forward. So when you do hit another hurdle, you have a bag. You can literally, the bags where you kind of dig out the raffle tickets where you can't see, so you can't cheat and get your friend to win. That's what writing down positive things and superpowers and things that happen in your life, if you write those great things down that are tools to help you get to where you are today, if you have that secret bag, you can literally go into that bag and just pull something out. And you can be like, and it's going to be great. That's the thing, y'all. It's going to be great. So focus on your greatness. I also said in the previous chat, I did a podcast the other day with Lewis Howes. And he talks about the school of greatness. And I want everyone out there to know you are great. It's not just like, oh my God, you're great. No, like everyone in here can give, not a sermon, but a keynote or a lesson on something, right? There's something great about you that we could all listen to and learn from. And so you have to tap into that when you're tapping into your workout and you're tapping into your nutrition as you're on your way to continue to live your best life. There's something great about you. So one of the things I do is I know I'm creative. I just have that's for me. I just love it. I used to go to dance class and never make up the choreography because I wanted to challenge myself to see, number one, if I can make up great choreography, and number two, if I can get these people to do it by me following their skill level. And so every time I did that and I utilized that superpower, it made me feel so confident. And I was tapping into something that I know I can do. And that's what I want you to do. So when you go through any kind of struggle, when you're going through this journey, tap into that thing that you're great at and that feeling that you get from that greatness. It's like such a confidence booster. And that's why I say nothing looks as good as confidence feels. Because you might have 30 extra pounds on you, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you put on that dress, and you put on a good pair of heels and you walk down that runway and you strut and you get that person to whistle at you, like that confidence, like that kind of runway is what we want to walk as we go through this challenge together. Why am I doing the challenge of 40? I'm doing it because I want to continue my life and I want to continue to live my best life. And I know if I'm transparent with you guys about the good times and the struggles that I have, what I do know is that I'm being transparent with myself. And you know, I always say the more you conceal, the more you can reveal, and you're always in the closet about something. Well, I say in this group, you let everything out, because when you release stuff from that closet, guess what? Not only do you release the clutter, but listen to me. When you clean out that closet, you can make room for new stuff. You can make room for new clothes. You can make room for that dress that you never wore. And I'm not talking about the physical dress or the physical pants or whatever. You can make room for those muscles, right? Because it's clean. Like you went in there like, I'm getting all this shit out. Like I'm out. Like I'm getting rid of all this baggage that you can't fit anymore, that you were holding on to because it was a relationship that you somehow wish is going to come back. Or a dress that you're like, I want to fit back into that dress, but it's outdated and you really know you don't need it. Like, get rid of the stuff out of the closet, clean it, vacuum it, and disinfect it. Get rid of all that stuff that's in that closet so that you can have a pristine, clean closet with some nice, clean hangers. Make sure you get the thin ones, because then you can hang more stuff in that closet, the new stuff, y'all. So that's what this is about. This is about getting rid of all that old baggage, relating to it, knowing that it exists, taping it up, or don't recycle it. Throw it in the garbage, send it to the landfill, have them burn it. So that's what this is about. I just wanted to give you guys that power to let you know that as you go through this journey, and this is just prep week. We're just prepping. We're just prepping our mind, y'all. We're just prepping our mind so that we can get it right. We can get it tight and get it right. So that's what I want you to do. And this is prep week. Okay, so tomorrow is, yes, freeze that Nisbet. Yes, Jasmine. Tomorrow is Insane Weights. It's going to be amazing. All right, so here's the thing. You don't have to follow the calendar that I gave you, right? If you don't have Beachbody On Demand, if you're like, you have to follow the calendar, but you have to do something. You have to do something physical every day. I don't care if you turn on the music when you get out the shower and you still in that towel like halfway. I know women wear it up here, or maybe you don't. And you turn on the music and you go in on your favorite song for a good 5 minutes and then put it on repeat. That's 10 minutes of dancing. That's 10 minutes of feeling good. That's 10 minutes of giving yourself something. So I'm not really necessarily worried about you following the calendar, even though it'd be great if you did. I'm really focused on, are you doing something physical? Are you doing something mental to fuel whatever it is that you want to achieve and whatever it is that you want to succeed at, and succeed at it in a sustainable way? Like, that's what we're doing. We're succeeding at it in a sustainable way. The calendar, you guys don't have the calendar? If somebody don't have the calendar, we'll have to repost it in here for you. All right. I'm going to take this time to answer some questions. We're going to make a speed round. I want to give you guys whatever I can give you to help you along your way. I know we definitely have a lot of amazing stories in here. And so instead of just you guys posting every day, I'm actually going to look at some of your posts. And if you share something, I'm going to make a video responding to you, and hopefully it can help other people. This is prep week. And then that's going to be addition to when we actually start the academy, which just takes us to a whole nother level and a whole nother journey. This is going to be layered. This is going to be deep. It's going to be in depth and this is just level 1, y'all. But level 1 of sustainability is the best because, again, it creates that foundation. And when you put your foundation in something, when you have a strong foundation, you have a strong you, right? A strong foundation is a strong you. It's like the pyramid. Look, you don't see a pyramid upside down. You don't see the point of the pyramid at the bottom and everything and all the weight on this one little point. What you see on a pyramid is this nice, solid, large foundation. And then as you go up, you can give more power to smaller things and you can build on top of your foundation. And sometimes you got to go down and add more concrete and make it wider. All right, the questions are coming in. Nutrition tips, please. All right, we're gonna post, I'm sure some of you have seen this before, SeanTFitness.com/grocery list. It's a 7-day slim down. We'll post it in there. All right. So for some nutrition tips, we'll get more. Where did you start on letting go of past hurt, clearing out that closet, making room for the new and good? Oh, that's a great question. Now we're getting deep, y'all. We're getting deep. So if you don't want to go deep, you might want to get off of this right now. But someone said, when did I start letting go of the past hurt? When I let go of the fact that I enjoyed the molestation, when I had to stop myself from feeling guilty about being like, well, I had to enjoy that to actually get through the day. I had the biggest cry of my life. I had the biggest painful moment of my life because I knew I shouldn't have been enjoying that thing, but then I had to realize why. And when I let that go, it literally opened the door to my closet for me to be able to breathe and say, I don't feel guilty, and this is why, and I was a kid. And that literally stuck with me into my 20s, y'all. So letting go is literally admitting some of the deepest, darkest things to yourself that you have been suppressing. And that's how you clean out the closet. When you can admit hurt, pain, guilt, wrongdoing to yourself, it's like having a disinfectant wipe in your life, in your body. And so it's tough, but that's what you do. And you just have to, and it's not easy to do, but you know it's sitting in there somewhere. It could be with a spouse. You probably did something to your husband. You could have, or wife. It could have been a cheating situation. And it's like literally eating at you. And you're afraid to tell them because they're going to leave you. And, but you know what? If it sits in there, it's going to eat on you. I'm not telling you to ruin your relationship or your marriage, but you need to figure out a way to clean out your closet. All right. What's your hardest workout from when you press play? Probably vertical plyo. It's a nightmare. What is your favorite size routine? Mine is living in the 8s. Living in the 8s, Emily. Living in the 8s. Consistency and building our success. Yes, princess. All right, will you give us 5-minute challenges each day, like in the size test group? You guys are going to get 5-minute challenges, but this challenge is, you're going to see that you're going through an academy and you're going through less than 5-minute videos every day. So it's going to be a little bit different, but I always add in little fun stuff for you. So excited to start reading my book over. So excited. I started reading your book over the weekend and it pushed me to join this. Thank you, Angela Hoffman. Thank you. I'm so happy and I appreciate it. Sarah, what are your thoughts on being too thin for the insanity cardio? I get told this daily. Sarah, let me tell y'all about too thin or too big. I'm gonna get something to get to some of y'all questions. But let me tell you about people who tell y'all too thin or too big. This is what I need you to do. You don't even gotta be rude. You can be like, you know what? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I don't live up to your expectations, but I'm doing this for me and I'm doing it for the feeling. So I've had people, when I wasn't even 100% content with my body, tell me I was either too big or too small. So at the end of the day, you're never going to please everybody, and you're never going to please everybody. So you just have to please yourself. And if you're happy with what you're doing and you know that is giving you the results that you want up here and it's making you feel good, then you can just say, I am so sorry that I don't live up to your expectations, but guess what? I'm going to do me. And the minute you accept that I'm going to do me, it's great. Now, the flip side of that is if you do have some sort of issue, I use the word issue lightly, if you do have something going on where you're too thin, then that's something to work on. It could be a friend calling you out. But most of the time, it's somebody just trying to call you out. Like today, I'm going to post a video here. Somebody told me I ain't have upper pecs. I'm going to post a video of my response to that. I'm like, I'm so fine with not having upper pecs. Because you know what? I got 2 kids that's keeping me from doing the amount of bench pressing that I want to do. All right, what are your thoughts on, that was that. How do you manage a busy life and remain active? I just dig deep, Abby. Like, I have my non-negotiables. There are needs and there are wants. Needs are my non-negotiable items. I need to work out. Now, I want to work out. I need to work out in order for me to thrive. And then there are my wants. I want a donut, right? Right? These are things that I want. But the things that I want, that I aspire to have, that motivate me, they're wants. But my non-negotiables are needs. And so that's how I manage it with a busy life. Everyone knows that I either got to get my tennis on or I got to work out. And if I don't have one of them, guess what? It's not going to be a good day. So I'm just going to do me so that everybody else can be happy. All right, I'm in the process of building a business and I've been overwhelmed. What advice do you have for beginners? Priya, for business builders, and yeah, I build my business. I don't really talk too much about building businesses, but most of the time when you're building business and you're feeling overwhelmed is because you're not focused on one thing at a time. And so my thing for you is, like, the drawing board is so important because it's a blank canvas. And so what are you focused on? I made big decisions. I made big mistakes in my professional life by trying to have too many things happen at one time, and it backfired. And I had to step back and be like, and I had to bite the bullet and bite my tongue and bite my ego and just figure it out. But take one step at a time, which is what we're going to do here. If you take one step at a time and you focus really hard in your business, it will grow. And you got to stop trying to be like everybody else because nobody else is you. All right. I know you're a new dad. Any sleeping patterns or changes that may be helpful? You got to have to go off of the kids on that one and just get help. For me, it's just, for me, it's very important that Scott and I spend a lot of time together because not only, even if it's not getting more sleep, just because I know the connection is there and we're laughing and we're talking, and I'd rather get no sleep and keep connecting to him and doing whatever so that like our boys can see that we're just kind of thriving. I'm not saying we don't argue, we do, but we do make a point to literally connect on the level that we connected on the day that we met, just so that like things can keep thriving forward. And if you do that, then you find peace. And when you find peace, your kids will feel it. And then when you find peace, you find sleep. Will you be surprised of some daily challenges? Kimberly, you'll have to wait. Let's see. Okay. Chip. Everybody's saying Chip. Chip is a nice guy, right? He's awesome. A lot of crying, dealing with the pain does help. Tamara, let me tell you something. Tears, let me tell y'all something about tears real quick. That's another thing that's going to clean out your closet. Tears is the water to clean out your closet. As a grown-ass man, not that we're any, more macho to women, but, they say men don't cry. As a grown-ass man, you know how many times I cried? And every time I did it, dealing with shit that was in my past, guess what? The closet was getting cleaner and cleaner and cleaner, so don't be afraid to cry. What's your favorite workout? Probably Asylum Strength, if I had to go to one every single day. I think you're amazing. You're transparent and inspires me. Thank you, Karen. On so many levels, professionally and personally. Karen, thank you. I appreciate that. My biggest struggle is self-forgiveness. I can forgive everyone else, but can't figure out how to forgive myself. Well, Ricky, guess what? Figure out why. Because in my book, I talk about it's not the thing, it's the thing. So it's not that you can't forgive yourself. It's the reason why you can't forgive yourself. Get back to me on that one. But I know you can do it. Facing the pain is the hardest thing in the world, and sometimes it takes a lot more time than we like. And that's why I've had 2 therapists, and I spent the time there. I went to therapy like I wanted to work out and get a 6-pack, and it does take time. And you might not find something out for a week, but one day there's going to be a switch that goes off that's going to open up the floodgates, and those tears are going to happen, and the closet is going to get clean. I'm struggling with self-love and confidence. What's your advice? Natasha James. I kind of said a lot of this already, but just to keep it short, self-love. You know, RuPaul says it best. If you don't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love anybody else, right? And so nothing looks as good as confidence feels. I said that before. So strive for going after a feeling. Strive for things that make you feel good on a daily basis. It doesn't even have to be you looking in the mirror. It could be, and definitely don't make it food for this challenge. But like, what are some things that just make you feel good? Is it walking? Is it calling a friend? You know, you get off the phone with a friend and you have a really nice conversation. You feel like on top of the world. Like, those are the moments you want to strive for, because in those moments are when you start, in those moments where you feel really good are the moments where you want to make decisions. You never want to make decisions in times where you're pissed because it backfires in your face. Make decisions in times where you feel really good. Matthew, hey, sir, what are some powerful motivational podcasts that you like to listen to? Well, powerful motivation, like I said, Lewis Howes, epic and unbelievable. This podcast that is called This Is Love. It's so good. The host is Phoebe Judge. It's not necessarily a motivational, because I don't necessarily, believe it or not, like listening to just constant motivation. I like listening to stories that bring out emotions that make me motivated. So This Is Love podcast is just, there's only 5 episodes. It's brand new. It's absolutely amazing. I really like how I built this. How I built this is great. It helped if you're a business, if you're an entrepreneur, you're trying to build a business. It has people tell their stories and how they build their business and made a lot of money. But more importantly, the process along the way and where they began is so incredibly amazing that I think even if you're going on a weight loss journey right now, you'll be able to see that it's more than just weight loss, and everybody has to start somewhere. Everyone has to start at the foundation. So that's really good, Matthew. I hope that helps. How do you forgive people, family, that you feel didn't protect you or didn't see what was going on? Eliza, I think it's Eliza or Eliza. Girl. So here's the thing. Have you talked to them about it? And the thing is, like, people, if you ask them, did you know what was going on or did you not know what was going on? They can say whatever they want. But at the end of the day, what I had to go on is I had to forgive everybody. Because at the end of the day, it's not about forgiving. It's not about how do I forgive everybody. It's about how do I forgive myself and how do I live with myself. Because I have family members and I keep them at a distance. It's not that I'll never talk to them again, but I'm like, you do not provide me with what I want. And I'm very positive and I'm going to love you and I'm going to do it. But like, I only have a certain amount of energy expenditure every day. And guess what? I'm not trying to run on empty. So I keep my force field of positivity very, very, very strong. And I forgive them because you know what? Everybody's different. Not everybody's going to do what you want them to do. And not everybody's going to react or respond to hurt and pain like you did. And not everybody's going to take up for you. And you have to understand that everybody's mind works in a different way. And they make decisions that might not be the same decisions that you would make. But at the end of the day, you walk in your life. You breathe your breaths. And so if your heart can forgive these people for not making the decision that they wanted to make at that time, guess what? You're going to create good energy. And it's not them taking advantage of you. It's you saying, I'm going to take control of my life. And you can keep people at a distance. They don't even got to know you're keeping them at a distance. You know why? Because you're only going around them when you can provide positive energy. And you are in control of that. Anna, it's right, you broke down and cried today. Congratulations. I hold a lot of grudges. Martha. So we got a lot going on here. This is great. A lot of questions. And I can't get too much. I can't give too many answers today. Let's see. Hold on one second. Scott. Oh, it's 11:48. All right. I think the babies are sleeping or they're close to being asleep. So I have to go in here and help out Scott. You guys want to see Scott? Give me hearts if you want to see what the babies and Scott are doing. No hearts? Nobody wants to see what Scott and the babies are doing? Because this is my life. There are some hearts. Hold on. Let's go check it out. Like I said, I'm going to give you guys a little insight into my world because it is a world. Oh, so you don't know what I have for dinner today before I take you in? So I come to a hotel and I look at the menu, and because I'm more vegetarian right now, this was grilled octopus. This was a branzino fish with some small, very, very small amount of potatoes. I know. And this was a Caesar salad. And today, I forgot to tell her to put the dressing on the side. But it was really good. All right, let me make sure Scott is... Here he is, guys. Here's Scott. And there's Sander sleeping. Hey, baby. I'm not gonna wake him up. And so we're in a hotel, so this is the car seat sleeping. Silence right there. Swaddle life. Such a cutie pie. All right, these people are starting their journey. Can you give them one tip for getting through this challenge in a way? Well, what would Scott do? What would professional soccer player Scott say?
I would say just go for it. Everyone always puts restrictions or fears, or for me, I put fear in my way, and instead of living in the moment, I fear in the moment, and then when I hit play and I do the workout, I realize, really, that wasn't so bad. Or if I do something out of the ordinary, I'm like, wow, that wasn't so bad. And so instead of fearing in the moment, I need to live more in the moment. So I would just say, take a chance. It's going to be okay. And go for it. Allow yourself to live.
Yes, allow yourself to live. I love that. Allow yourself to live. Is he going to eat again tonight?
No, he's out. I think both of them are out for the night.
Oh my God, our little babies, they're so cute. I love them.
Cutie balls.
Sometimes you say, yeah, Scott. Ooh, look, a quinoa salad. Quinoa with chicken. This is Scott salad.
And avocado and beans.
Quinoa, chicken, avocado, and beans. See, guys? This is how we eat, because... Oh, another thing. Hold on, let me turn this around. Another thing that I said to Scott when we were driving, or we were walking from the airplane to the rental car, I said, oh no, we were in the terminal. I was like, we got to have each other's back. And that's what I want to say about accountability. So there are a bunch of people in here who want to succeed. So find some accountability partners, or maybe there's somebody that's not in this group right now that you know would be an amazing accountability partner for you, and say, come on, because you got to have somebody to have your back. And everyone says, don't wake the sleeping babies. Well, let me tell you something. Our kids literally, I'm their dad, and I'm loud all the time. So they know how to sleep around noise.
They do.
They literally, like, one will cry and the other one will be like, I'm still sleeping. All right, say goodnight to the people.
Good night to the people.
Sandra, say goodnight to the people.
Good night to the people.
Oh, my God, he's so cute. Now we got to see Silas. We got to have Silas say goodnight to you.
Silas, say goodnight to the people. The Bethany Maddox Sands still has a lipstick mark.
It's crazy. All right. So, anyway, I really love you guys. You guys are so awesome. I just love that you are a part of this challenge and a part of this journey. It's going to be fun. Like I said, I'm going to motivate you every step of the way in fitness and mindset and challenges, and just literally giving you the back office view of my life, the ups and the downs. Not everything is like, if me and Scott have a conversation that was unpleasant and we got through it, we might sit here together and tell you guys what we did to get through it, or how we're working through it. Because in order to live your best life and really feel sustainable about it, you just have to be as transparent, and you have to be transparent with yourself. And I know there were a lot of people that had comments tonight, and we're going to be doing a lot of lives, so I hope you don't get bored. But everybody is so unique, and I want to really, I want to do a lot of lives that don't just have me talking to you, but really responding to some of the things that you talk about, because then I can share some of my experiences with you and how I got through it, and then it could create dialogue. And so find some people in here. What I want you to do, the last challenge I want you to do for this prep week starting in day one, is just literally, it doesn't matter who it is, just look at a name, write them a message, and just ask them a question. so that you guys can literally understand that this world, if we can help each other out, and it doesn't, like, don't worry about politics. Don't worry about, dumb, and I'm not trying to say that, politics is dumb stuff, but I'm just saying, like, let's go to the human level. Like, we want to create an amazing experience in this life. So find out people in this group in a human level, and let's just radiate greatness on this day one. And I love you guys, and I need you to dig deeper tomorrow, and always dig deeper. All right. I love you guys. Have an amazing night. Thanks for joining, and congratulations. And congratulations for taking that first step. Peace out.